Let's talk about another big deal right now, and that's Alphabet's $32 billion deal to buy cybersecurity startup Wiz. This was one that was coming to fruition and then didn't come to fruition and is now back in play again. So how big of a deal is this?
Khan's gone from the FTC. Now the party begins in big tech. In other words, stronger are going to get stronger. They are not going to actually pull back. They're going to accelerate. You look at Wiz, we're talking about one of the golden assets in cybersecurity. And I think it doesn't just end here. You're going to see other big tech players, Microsoft, a lot of the Mag 7, they're going to look to get aggressive on M&A. And I get some of the worries about antitrust and others. This is a shot across the bow, what you saw today.
All right, Dan, that's a good point. But Josh, everybody, I shouldn't say everybody, a lot of folks made the assumption that after the new administration would come in, that this would be the green light for mergers and acquisitions. And to a certain extent, it may still be. But we have not seen the kind of floodgates open up for M&A activity. And the administration has kind of hinted at the fact that if this is viewed, any deal, as being detrimental to the American consumer, they are still going to put the brakes on it. So just how much can we read into all of that?
We don't know how capricious the antitrust kind of vibe is going to be yet, because nobody's really tried them. So like this is maybe going to be a really great guidepost for other companies to look at and see whether or not Sundar gets a hard time. And I don't know the answer yet, because like you guys, I'm sitting here waiting. I would point out just on Alphabet, this is a name that's down 16% this year. Multiple reasons. One of those reasons is people are concerned with to what extent they are losing search share to people who just want an answer rather than a bunch of links. They're trying to utilize Gemini front and center in order to head that competition off. I would imagine they're having some success, but those questions linger. Now you have a stock with a 20 PE. Forward PE is 16. This is cheaper than most stocks in the S&P 500. In the meanwhile, the street is expecting to see 11% earnings growth this year, 15% next year. If they're able to pull this deal off, and it looks like they're in the White House's good graces, I feel like the stock should recover and should do as well as any of the other large cap techs from these levels.
You know what, Joe, oftentimes, and I think consumers will kind of identify with this or empathize with it, when things go on sale, oftentimes you wait for them to go on sale further. But by the time they go on sale further, the inventory is gone, right? So you think about clothes during, Black Friday and everything else. Is there a chance that the sell-off that happens with these Mag 7 type names like Alphabet, like others, is capped at the downside because people will just say, this is a chance for me to buy in at a lower price before it goes down even lower?
Well, I think the inference in your question is to take the other side of that. Do we think the price action we're currently seeing in the Mag 7 indicates some type of inflection point like we saw in the late 90s into 2000? And I think without question, the answer to that is no. I think we're just going through a process, a very dramatic deleveraging process in which these companies have been the center of the universe for the last 2 years. And in the deleveraging process right now, it's almost a requirement that you see these correct. So no, I don't think when you look forward over the next, call it 18 to 36 months, if you're stepping in and buying these companies, you're going to feel as though that was a poor move. I think it's actually going to be a good move. I think the other thing to consider all of this is the dramatic resiliency so far year to date of cybersecurity. Mm-hmm. Cybersecurity, when you look at all these companies, whether it's Fortinet or Palo Alto Networks, basically they're unchanged on the year. You have CrowdStrike, which I believe is up about 5%, and then there's another name out there. Dan, I don't know if you cover Checkpoint. Oh. Checkpoint's up 22%. Israeli-based company, $25 billion valuation. Yep. One of the best cyber companies in the world.
One of the catalysts, though, one of them, there's many, Dan. One of the catalysts had to be the DeepSeek moment back at the end of January, right? You had DeepSeek supposedly disrupting what ChatGPT could look like and the economics behind it, only to have themselves rise to #1 in the Apple App Store and then get hacked literally within 24 hours after the DeepSeek announcement came out. So how much of that cybersecurity thing is just because we've had a high-profile hack in artificial intelligence?
No, I mean, I actually think it's more fundamental. And Checkpoint, it's a great point, one of our favorites. I actually think it just comes down to less than 50% of workloads are in the cloud today. That's accelerating to 80, 90%. And AI is accelerating that. And guess what? Second, third derivative, Pala, Zscaler, CrowdStrike, Fortinet, CyberArk. I mean, this is going to be a golden age for cybersecurity. Plus M&A, I believe cybersecurity, and we've thought in the year, could actually be one of the strongest subsectors in all of tech.
It's the only line item nobody that no one can cut.
Exactly.
Like nobody. If you cut spending on your CRM, you might piss off some customers. You might make it harder for some of your employees to go about their business. If you cut your cyber spend, and then God forbid something happens, it's an out of business risk for a small and mid-sized company. And as we saw last summer, for an airline, for a bank, this is like unthinkable to be spending less on cybersecurity, given how interwoven it is with pretty much everything that you do. So I feel that's a defensive part of the tech complex. Some of these companies, they're staples. They're not discretionary.
So you're making the case then that this is necessary spending.
I remain long CrowdStrike. I think it's the best name in the group. It's not the cheapest stock in the group, but there's a reason it has a premium valuation.
All right, Dan, we've got a limited amount of time, and I know you got a busy conference schedule here as well. Before we let you go, you've got a massive coverage universe. You cover all different kinds of technology companies. We've spoken about a few of them. Do you have a top 2 or 3 pick that you have in your coverage universe that you think is the, I shouldn't say safe harbor, that implies something, but is a relative outperformer in the tech world?
I think it's the Messi of AI, Palantir. It's my view. That's going to be $1 trillion company in the next 2 to 3 years, because ultimately more and more they're going to dominate from an AI perspective. And to me, I think the name that's massively dislocated is a name like Microsoft, because as more enterprises move to AI, Microsoft and Redmond are going to be that beneficiary. Stocks basically trading like something structurally wrong.
All right.